Hey everyone, the Nerdy Photographer back again with another video. This time, it's a tutorial, just like I promised. Now, this video is going to be a tutorial on how I would edit a picture for a client. In this case, this is a picture I took of my sister and my brother-in-law years ago. And yeah, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my process of how I analyze an image, what I look for, my style of editing, and then we just go from there. Yeah? Alright, so without further ado, let's hop into Lightroom and see what we're working with. Right now we're editing in Lightroom Classic. I personally do not like the web version or the app that they're using now for Lightroom. That's just my personal preference. You don't have to. Anyway, whatever you want to use, you can use. That's fine. So here, this is Lightroom. This right here is the histogram. Alright, this has all your picture information in it. And as you can see from the histogram, it is very widespread, which is what you want. Yeah, you want that, all right? Just using our exposure slider as a reference. If you underexposed, everything would be pushed towards the left. And if you overexposed, everything would be pushed towards the right. You don't want that. You got your contrast slider. Basically, contrast is the distance in between the light and the dark. The image. You boost your contrast, everything looks like a cartoon. It looks disgusting. And then if you lower your contrast, everything looks flat. Yeah, which, fun fact, videography and photography are very different, right? So when you're recording video, you want a flat image because you can recover everything in post. And when you're doing photography, you don't want a flat image. It's this whole thing, and I could go on a rant about it, but I'm not. All right, so here we go. So basically, what I do when I first get a photo, now mind you, I took this when I was first starting out. So yeah, so first things first, it is tilted, slanted, however you wanna tackle that. All right, everything is good. Aside from that, we have some stuff that we are gonna go into Photoshop and get rid of, all these distractions, that sign in the background. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and do that. So basically, the way I work, also I'm using a Wacom tablet. It allows you to get more detailed. The way I work here, I will just bring this. Actually, let's start with the highlights and the shadow. Lower the highlights, you can just a little more detail. Boost the shadows just a smidgen. Right. Move that back. Right there. Here, what we're going to do. Now, I like more of a filmic look. That's just me personally. So I'm going to take my tone curve and I'm just going to lift the black point just a smidge to get like a little flat area. And we're going to drop the darks, and then we're going to lift the highlights just a smidge more. Alright, that might be a little too much. I'm just going to bring that back just right there. The image. Here we go. Perfect. Alright, now, also, you have your hue saturation. This is where you can come in and change the colors, right? Like my sister's shirt, she was like, I want a purple shirt. Well, I can make it purple, right? But I'm not gonna. I like the images the way they are. Now my brother's pants, I'm gonna make those just a smidge more green. Yeah, like that. And then for the blues, go ahead and raise those so that the jeans look a little bit better. All right, and you can see by doing that, we have some distractions, if you will, in the background. So that being said, we're going to move down here. We are going to hold Alt or Option on the masking slider, and that basically tells Lightroom, it basically masks out what we want to sharpen. So it's sharpening the whole image. As you draw it up, you're basically decreasing what it's sharpening, and then using that increase the sharpening to your heart's preference. There we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the transform tool, and what that is going to do, I'm going to hit auto align, so that way it basically shifts the image back to where it needs to be. Boom, look at that. Hot diggity dog. We got it going. Now, alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to edit in Photoshop. Alright, now that we're in Photoshop, my process is basically I go ahead and Remember all those distractions that I was telling you about? Yeah, this is where all the fun begins. This is where we're gonna go banana pants on all these bad boys. So what I like to do is I use the content aware fill. So basically that helps get rid of all the distractions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press Command J on my keyboard to make a copy of the background image. And then we are going to, sorry I burped, I don't know if you got that, but it's okay. So then I'm going to go through and I'm going to get rid of all these distractions. So let me show you how that works. So basically what I do, I zoom in, I'm like, okay, what is distracting, right? With concrete, and yeah, we're going to start from there. So I'm going to press J. Select that. If you press Shift, you can also add to the selection, right? Go to Edit, Fill, Fill, and then boom, look at that. Distraction right there. Look at that, gone. Can't even tell it was there. Now, the key to a good retouching is that you can't tell that the photo has been retouched itself. So, without further ado, I'm going to go through and what's that song? You know, let's do the time warp here. And then, yeah, I'm gonna get rid of these distractions. And then, yep, we'll be right back. Here we go. Bear with me. Now I know this is a tutorial, and please bear with me. I'm just trying to do this to give you guys an idea of how I go about editing. Oh, you son of a biscuit. How I go and edit these pictures. I forgot to hold shift while I did that. That's okay. We are learning as we do this. So basically I'm just highlighting all these little distractions, trying to get rid of them. So basically now, you normally, right, most people when they edit pictures don't go into that much detail, right? But if you take a look, well actually let's finish this because I want to show you guys before that. So, a crude selection of this, trying to keep just the right there, boom. That a little less distracting, looking more at the steps. I really wish that would stop trying to autofocus. Just focus on my face. All right, this. Okay. And then see if there's any blemishes or anything. Yeah, let's just go. That'll be a tutorial for another time, how to remove wrinkles from clothes, all that fun stuff. Just anything that would be just distracting. All right. Now, do I need to do this? No, right? Because one, they're family and, you know, I love them. But I would hope that any person working on pictures for clients would, you know, take the time and effort to make it as good as possible. Because no one wants to get back crap images, you know what I mean? If you take a look at the before and after, look at that. Before, after, before, after. Look at that, look at how clean that image is, right? You can't, you know, at first glance, see, look, I caught something here, right? and it's something that's not noticeable until, like, you know, someone points it out, right? Right, here we go. So yeah, so now that that is there like that, let's add some color grading. Command-Option-Shift-E on a Mac creates a stamped visible layer image. Basically, that's all the edits stamped on one layer. And I'm going to add some color grading with my Infinite Color Suite. Yeah, we're going to bring down the intensity. We're going to bring it down. We're going to hit Create. Let's see what kind of color grade it adds. Like that. So basically, this is just color lookup. And I want this to be kind of filmic and warm. That is perfect right there. So we're going to come back. We're going to bring that back. There. We're going for an old-timey film vibe. So that. Image. There we go. Now let us bring this back into Lightroom. Now that we're back in Lightroom, what we're going to do here is we're going to come back up here now. We're going to come in. We're going to add the final touches. Like I said, remember, I'm going for filmic, right? Like film, like it was shot on film, like that. So then here we go. Exposure just a little bit. Bring the shadows down. I'm also going to bring that down. Zoom in. Perfect. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add just a smidgen of color grade. So my shadows. So shadows, right? So if you move the color grade around, shadows is affecting only the shadows, only the dark parts, right? I'm just going to put a little bit of teal there. The highlights. Orange. There. And we're also going to add some orange as well. Right there. Boom. Before, after, right? Alright, from there we're going to add some film grain. So what the film grain does, basically adds a lot of noise. Now typically in pictures you don't want noise, but because the stylized look that I'm going for, I want just a little bit of grain. It gives it that nice touch. Now I'm going to do a vignette, but I'm going to do a vignette my way. So I'm going to go to our Select and Mask tool. We're going to do a radial gradient. Bring this up then. We're going to invert. Right out there. And basically what a vignette does is that is going to draw your attention towards them. Bingo, bango, one a tango. Now if you want, you can come in here and you can crop your image like so. All right. Me personally, because it's my sister, I'm not going to crop. We're just going to do that shot. And boom. All right, y'all. I'm done. That was the tutorial. Let me know if you enjoyed it. If you didn't, give it a thumbs up if you loved it. Give it a thumbs down if you hated it. And yeah, that's all I can ask. Leave a comment with some criticism because again, trying to be better, trying to improve. And this was my first tutorial, so be gentle, all right? I know I probably need to work on my enunciation and everything. But yeah, you know, I do the best I can with what I have, all right? So that being said, I love you all. I hope you all have an amazing day. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care now. Bye-bye then. Get out of here.